So just before the video does start, just a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I do daily trading guides including loads of price sheets for special card trading, silver trading and so on and so on. And you get them daily over there for £5 a month or free with Amazon Prime. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a brand new video. And a video talking about what to expect tonight with the guaranteed La Liga Team of the Season pack, because it has made it into the code right here. Now, I guess before we do this, if you actually are interested in getting the code, you can head over to my stream, head over to the Twitch chat, just go and type !pack code. And what this will do is this will give you a URL. This URL basically just tells you every single pack that's in the pack code. They bring out pack code before the actual SBCs are released. So you can go and type Control F. I mean, we're in the La Liga Team of the Season, so you can just go and type La Liga. And it will show you all the La Liga packs in the game, and what we'll do is we'll scroll down to the most recent pack that's been added. I could also go and type Team of the Season so far to also get the recent packs, but if I'm not wrong, there we go. Guarantees a player from the La Liga Team of the Season, and that's been added this morning. And normally when it gets added in the morning, it gets released in the evening. So we are fair to believe that they're going to release the La Liga and the Super League, because that's also been added to the pack code. I mean, there you go. Guarantees a player from the Super Liga Team of the Season, guarantees a player from the La Liga. And these are only added this morning, therefore we can go, again, off the presumption that they're going to come this evening. So, what to expect to the market? Because if you guys aren't aware, when they go and drop, well, when they went and dropped the Premier League Team of the Season, the market lost it. I think I had about 20-30 million coins invested into Sons. You know, they dropped a fair bit, but we'll get around to what happened in a bit. But for example, we had Team Year nominee Son. He went from 240k to 200k. That means he's dropped, well, 1/5, which is quite big, you know. Bear in mind they're going to go back up. Again, we had like Team of the Week so far Son dropped from 960k, which is arguably a good buy, and then he dropped down to under 900k. We got Informed Son, who was 760, dropped under 700. Team of the Group Stage Son, 340, dropped under 300. So we saw some crazy drops last week. But the question is, are we going to see that? I mean, also we saw special cards. We saw Ben Yedder. I mean, I can go and show you him on Footbin right now. We saw Ben Yedder absolutely lose it. If I can go and show you from Wednesday onwards. Let's see if we can go and scroll in to a month. Look at that. Wait. He was being sold off anyway quite a lot, but there is the Wednesday of last week when we got the Prem. And you can see it just stimulated him dropping more and more. Then he plateaued out for the Thursday, Friday, and then dropped. This is actually quite an interesting trend, because what the current trend at the moment, guys, is that we used to have that people used to buy their weekly teams on the Friday, Saturday, and then sell it on the Sunday, Monday. But due to a little thing called quarantine, people would now, rather than, I guess, being at work on a Friday and being at school on a Friday, are now at home, which means people are playing Weekend League a lot faster, which actually means instead of buying their Weekend League teams on the Friday, Saturday, or arguably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, people are now buying their teams on the Thursday, Friday, and actually selling their teams off on the Saturday, Sunday, which is obviously basically everything is shifted one day before what it previously was. So yeah, as a result, we can see, I mean, right here, that he dropped with the Wednesday SBC. I mean, it was dropping anyway with Weekend League sell-off. You can see Saturday they peaked. But what that basically means is they're probably half that price and half that price that day. So obviously, if you were to go and sell at that price, it would have been good. But again, you can see right here, Friday they peaked, and then they dropped. Which hopefully I hope you guys with Weekend League sell-off. But let's have a little talk about the Premier League Team of the Season, because I think this is one of the most interesting things. Now, obviously, the Premier League Team of the Season caused a market crash. Why do I think it caused a market crash? There's a few interesting points I've seen float around. One, obviously people are going to be replacing players in their team with these Team of the Season players. That's causing people to sell their players. Two, this SBC was actually, I don't believe it was as cheap as people thought it'd be. I think, I thought it'd be about 180 to 200k. This SBC was 307k, which means point number two, people had to sell players in their team to do this SBC. Point number three, they had to sell players to fit these players into their team. So let's say I got Mahrez. You know, very unlikely. I mean, I could be running Prems or Icons. Mahrez obviously doesn't have a madly linkable nation in the world. He's got a good linkable club, though, which means I might be selling my right back. Even if I get Mahrez, it's not like Mahrez has replaced my right back, but he needs to get Kem, so he will replace my right back, because instead of running, I don't know, if I have Semedo and I have to go run a Kyle Walker or something like that. So, yeah, basically there are multiple reasons for people to be selling off their team, even though we're going into weekend league, because they want to get them either one in their team, afford the SBC, or be able, or the replacing set player in their team. Which is why I think this is very interesting compared to the La Liga. Now, this is an interesting thing. Now, this time last week, because the market's dropped, this team was about 24 million coins. If you were to go and buy the whole team, it would have been 24 million coins. That's sadly, I mean, I'll drag this over for you guys. There you go. You see right now it's 20.5. We know that the market's kind of taken a hit this week. If I go and show you the La Liga, this is very, very interesting. The La Liga, instead of being 24 million, is in fact exactly half at 12 million. Which means if I was to go and buy this whole team, it would only cost me 12 million. Which means this team is half as much as the Prem. Why is that interesting? The SBC, I'm not saying it'll be half the price, but it'll probably be closer to, again, 150 to 200. Which again makes it way more affordable. 2, it's the La Liga. The La Liga, nothing overrules the Prem. I'll be completely, maybe apart from Ultimate Team season, but the Prem is the most popular league in the game. I mean, it's the most followed league in the world. I'm pulling that stat out of nowhere. But, it's a very, very popular league for the game because of how big it is in real life. Obviously, the La Liga, especially if people are already rocking very, very nice Prem teams of Prem upgrades, is not going to be anywhere near as demanded. / these players are going to find it a lot harder to get it into people's teams. Because, I mean, if we go and look at the Prem right now, we are looking at, let's look how many cards are over 1 million. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would have been over 1 million at the point, if I'm not wrong. 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 players over 1 million. Well, if we go look at the La Liga right now, how many players are over 1 million? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 players. So there's 4 players less over 1 million. To make the stat a little bit more fair, let's say 700k. How many players are over 700k? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where are we going? 10. 10 players over 700k. And then we look at the La Liga, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? I guess 8, will be fair. 8. You can see there's way less desirable players, and the players are just obviously way cheaper in the La Liga than the Prem, which to an extent shows there being less demand for them as the Prem. Another thing is people have got Premier League teams, so players like Odegaard are going to find it pretty horrible to make into people's teams, because let's say I've gone and got myself, let's say I got lucky, let's say I got Richarlison, right? Without butchering your team too much, without putting icons in, Odegaard has like 0 good strong links, which as a result makes him a bit of a meh. Likewise with Oblak, his strong links just aren't amazing. Felipe, quote me if I'm wrong, but is Felipe, is that it? Felipe and Jimenez, not amazing. Obviously Carvajal's got good links, Ramos has got good links. Kroos has got good links if you link him up to the centre-backs. I'm not quite sure how the wingers are looking. I guess you've got Hazard and Rodrigo, or whatever. But these players are just going to find it a lot harder to make it into people's teams, which as a result means you're going to get less people selling players, because less people are replacing players. Less people are going to be selling their teams because it's only going to be 150 in comparison to 300. Less people are going to be doing this SBC in general, let's be honest. Which as a result, I think to get to the point, I just don't think it's going to have that much of an effect on the market. Now, if I think there's going to be some effect on the market, I think it'll be with centre-backs. Because if you look at the most demanded player in this team, you've got Varane, Ramos and Carlos. They're very, very well demanded players. You've got the strikers, but in comparison to the Prem, they're just not. Benzema and Suarez and Aguero, blah. They've got way worse links and so on, so I think they're way less desirable. Obviously, you've got Messi as such, but Messi's going to be very hard to pack. And there's obviously a high chance of packing a pleb. So I just really don't think the market's going to have that big of a dip. I think if there is a dip, it'll be on centre-backs. Just like how when this team was originally released, I think you saw like some prime moments Cannavaro take a hit of like 300k in 1 hour because people would want to try this Ramos Varane, panic sell him, and then they went and bought him back. So if there is any drop, I would say it's in centre-backs. I would not sell your centre-backs and buy them back. I would, if you want to gamble, maybe wait till this. We're talking top percent. Maybe let's say anyone Van Dijk and above, so 300k and above or 270 and above. Maybe you can wait and gamble till 6 p.m. But I really wouldn't. If there's any anticipation, and let's have a look if there's any anticipation I would buy them before this SBC comes out. You know, I really don't think there's going to be too much panic selling. But, I mean, if you see him hitting like 270 on PlayStation, I'd probably look at buying. Xbox, let's load Xbox prices up. Xbox hourly. I mean, I'll be honest with you, well, there you go. This is 227. You can see these cards all took a hit with Militao yesterday as well. 220, I'd say, yeah. 220 and 227. But, yeah, if anything's going to take a hit, I think it's going to be centre backs. But yeah, I really don't see much from this team. I'll be completely honest with you. I just don't see it being well demanded. I mean, if you want to go and buy La Liga Team of Seasons, I'd buy it before it is released. Now, we did see a dip with the Prem, but okay, I see with the lack of demand here, I just don't really see that really happening. Maybe you'll get it, but I think it's more likely that these cards will rise through 6 PM than actually drop, especially with them dropping last week. You get a lot of people with the whole, okay, there was a market crash last Wednesday, you know, let's hope it's going to happen this Wednesday. But I just think due to how undemanded this team is in comparison to the Prem, and especially people have already got Prem, people already got like, what, 3 Prem Reds, or 2 Prem Reds, and a guaranteed Prem team of season. They're not going to probably want to shift too many of these Prem players. Obviously, I think the La Liga defense is good. The players, if you want to get plebby La Liga team of seasons, I mean, we're talking guys who are almost fodder. So I guess Perez or Campos, Badecchi, I'd even throw Odegaard in there, Parejo, Moreno, Cazorla, I'd probably throw to Stake and Oblak in there, probably even Cruz at this point. If you do want to buy them, I probably would wait till rewards, or you can go for the trend. No, I'd wait till rewards if I was you. But if you want any of the expensive top dogs, I'd even throw Carvajal in there, because I do think Carvajal is relatively demanded. I would look at buying them before 6 PM. Or if you, again, really do want to gamble, you can wait till after 6 PM. But, and then the weekend league market should rebound till Friday. If you want to play it safe, you're selling Thursday after 6 PM. If you want to risk it, Friday after 6 PM. Obviously, some players took a hit with Friday 6 PM. And if we get a really good league like the Bundesliga, I think you're safest selling Thursday 6 PM or just Friday midday before 6 PM. Obviously, anywhere from about 3 PM onwards, we start getting the new team of season leaked, and that's when there starts being a little bit of panic selling, especially between the hours to probably about 4:30 to 6 PM when the team's getting leaked. You're seeing a little bit of panic selling, so do make sure to get in before that and sell in again 6 PM Thursday to about midday on Friday. So when do we expect these La Liga team seasons to be expensive? Same as the Prem, Friday after 6 PM. The only way that could potentially be changed is if we get the Bundesliga, and a lot of these players don't make it into the most hyped. Luckily, I think if you do want to invest, the centre-back's your best option. These players are going to have the most effects on people's teams. I don't think, again, people are really changing their team around too much for a Toni Kroos. Whereas Varane is definitely good enough to change people's teams. Ramos is. I'd say Griezmann potentially isn't. Just he's 800k for an 86. That just shows there's not much, 96, sorry. Which you'd imagine would have quite low pack rate with how, expensive his other special cards are. But he's just not madly demanded. I mean, he's cheaper than Benzema. But yeah, so if you do want to invest, you can go these two. If I was you guys, I would probably look at buying La Liga left wings and right wings. The reason for this is in this team, obviously, apart from Messi and Griezmann, there are no La Liga left wings and right wings. So what will happen is hopefully people will open these packs. They'll maybe get, I don't know, maybe they'll go and get Benzema, maybe they'll go and get Cruz, maybe they'll go and get some of these players, maybe they'll go and get, Bernadeschi is not really a good example, but maybe they'll go and get one of the 8 midfielders I think we have. And then they'll want to go and link them up to left wingers. And obviously, with there only being Griezmann, you can go and look at the Liga left wingers. And given that these aren't already inflated, hopefully these are still cheap due to Ansu Fati. If not, we might have missed the boat. But you can look at going picking up the likes of Hazard. Let's see if Hazard's inflated already. Let's look at 1 month. Where did he get down? He got down to 160, okay. And he's been up at 167 recently. Okay, so he's already started rebounding from the Ansu Fati. Only 10k, so if you can get him for probably get him for about 100, I don't know, what's realistic? Let's have a look at his hourly fluctuations. No, he gets low, man. If you can get it for 165, that's a banging buy. Because again, if people aren't using Griezmann, or if people don't get Griezmann and they want to get a La Liga link, they'll be banging. Obviously, you can look at a few the alliterations of Hazard. You can look at the likes of Lamar. Let's have a little look at Lamar. Now, I would be lying if I said that I know that one of the top traders hasn't gone and invested in these. So I don't know if that's subconsciously swayed my opinion. But there you go. Lamar's looking good. I mean, let's have a little look. Got down there at 70. I mean, we look at the hourly graph today, and he hasn't been hitting that low, I guess. If you can get it, what could you get him for? For like 75, I guess. If you get him for 75, that'd be decent. The other positions that are lacking on the La Liga right mids. Again, you've got Ocampos, but let's have a little look. You got Gareth Bale, Rodrigo. They're more expensive investments. That's the problem. They're not like 100k, which is, you know, kind of nicer. But yeah, you can go Rodrigo, Bale, Dembele. Other positions you can look at. These are cards that you actually might be able to pick up if there's any sort of like panic selling this evening. Again, the centre backs are going to be the most popular players. You can look at picking up PKs, Ramoses, and so on and so on if there's panic selling. Because these would have dropped yesterday due to the Militao, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, these I'd look to buy after 6 PM if I was you guys, the La Liga centre-backs. Because again, the reason if you want to buy back these is because you've got Varane, Ramos and Carlos. Each of them are, again, about 700k a piece. You know, not the most affordable players in the world, which as a result means, let's say I go and pack... Do we have the squad up still? No, I'll load the squad up. Let's say I go and pack... I don't know. Carvajal, I go and pack... the defenders aren't amazing. Well, to stay... Here's one thing, right? Stegen and Oblak will probably be packed a fair bit. And as a result, you need La Liga centre-backs to link them up. So as a result, that's why some of the La Liga centre-backs would do quite well this evening as link investments to the goalkeepers. As much as you'd argue people don't use the goalkeepers, tell that to Brazilian centre-backs last week. But I think that is about it. I don't know if there's much more for me to ramble on about. Again, I guess, paraphrase the main points. That is that if you're on weekly demanded... Sorry, if you're on La Liga team seasons, buy before 6 PM. If you're on weekly demanded cards, I'd probably buy before 6 PM unless you want to gamble. If you want to buy La Liga centre-backs, wait till after 6 PM and just see what happens with the market. If you want to buy trash La Liga team seasons, wait till rewards tomorrow. Is there anything else? Yeah, just wouldn't expect to crash tonight, really. Really wouldn't. I don't think this pack is demanded whatsoever in comparison to the Prem. Photo-wise, probably wouldn't invest in it as a result. They've released Militao yesterday. Militao looks amazing, by the way. I'll just say, I think this is an amazingly priced SBC. This didn't shift the market whatsoever. The only stuff we saw do quite well, I think, were a few of the Superliga team seasons that were hitting cheap scenarios of like Erikin and Kilinik. But other than that, there just wasn't much of a shift whatsoever. If you want to buy these Superliga team seasons, you're best off waiting until next Monday, going off of Giovinco's price trend. But yeah, as I say, I won't waffle on too much longer. Hopefully this has helped you guys with when to buy your weekly demanded cards, you know, given there was a market crash this time last week. But hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you had a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.